I feel like a lot of these excuse me, I feel like a lot of these talking type videos I make are things that some people find obvious and some people will just overlook them. And maybe they are obvious, or maybe to some people they are not obvious. But a very common thing I see, this, I was speaking generally, now I'm speaking specifically. Here's the topic: people wanting to improve and then not seeking out self-improvement, okay? I guess a good thing to relate it to, a relevant thing to relate it to would be League of Legends or maybe Counter-Strike, just a competitive game. And a lot of people that I've come across, and I think generally speaking, I think it's safe to say that a lot of people will just sit and play the game, and that's all they'll do to try and self-improve. And they'll just play it, and they'll play it, and they'll play it, and they'll play it. And they assume that they're going to somehow just get better, you know, saying practice makes perfect isn't always something that is necessarily true, okay? Practice, I'm going to steal a quote here. Practice makes permanent, not practice makes perfect, okay? So whenever you're practicing bad habits, they become deeper embedded. And whenever you seek out better habits, then you go ahead and you want to work on them and improve upon your habits you have already established and make them even better, and then stick that in, and then improve upon them, and then make that stick, and then improve, and then make that stick. Whereas if you're making the same mistakes over and over, the only variables that will be happening is your opponents will be worse and it'll work, or your opponents will be better and you won't learn. Those are the two main ones. There could be other outcomes. I mean, sometimes you'll get lucky, or like inherently you shouldn't be doing good. If you're doing bad things over and over and you're telling yourself that this bad thing is going to work sometimes, that is going to be worse overall. It may still work sometimes, but in ideal situations, you are going to want to be better, not just have your opponents be worse, which they are not the same thing, though the results can kind of be similar. So a very good way to improve oneself is to look outside of the game at just other strategies, other people playing, just observe other people and seek advice from other people, reflect upon other people, see how they're doing it, see what things are better, what things that they do are worse, and see how you want to have a mixture. Because I doubt whenever you're looking at someone, unless you're just really bad or really new, which kind of the same thing, but if you want to be more polite, there you go, you can say more new. Whenever you are, if you're doing that, and if you are just like super new, you could see just a ton of things that they're doing way better. But they're probably, if you're relatively experienced, they're going to be doing some things different that are better and worse, okay? It's not to mimic someone, it's to learn from them. That's what you want. You don't want to be a copycat, okay? Because something that they do may not suit what you do naturally, or how you think naturally, or your mindset that normally occurs whenever you're doing these tasks may not flow in the same manner in which they do theirs. So that's a big thing, looking outside, seeing how else people do things that either are completely different from yours. So like in League of Legends, just looking at a pro player playing, or just anyone playing. It could be a friend, a colleague, your brother or sister, someone. Like, they don't have to be better than you in a I don't know. It's pretty hard to rank whether someone's better than you or not, because even like going off of ladder ranking, it's debatable whether someone's actually better or more knowledgeable than you. But just looking at anyone, again, there are going to be things, most likely, that they're going to be doing better and worse. Now, if it's someone who, if you're in Challenger and you're looking at someone in Gold, you're probably going to be doing quite a few more things better than them, but there's still probably going to be some things that you can learn from, that you can observe and be like, wow, I never really thought to do that, or wow, that seems so simple, I should have done that, or who would ever guess that you could do that? And just things like that. They're little things hidden there, or again, things that are really obvious and you're just overlooking. So that's really good. And then another thing is to just watch yourself, like record yourself doing it, and then go back and review it, and then have a peer review it, and then review it with a peer and discuss it and see how you can do it better. And then play with a peer, have them teach you, hey, whenever you do, like, have them instruct you what to do while you're playing, and then have you play and then them give you hints or tips, instead of them doing everything for you. And then, mix the two of them together and see how things go from there. These are things that you can be doing actively to seek improvement. Just playing the game over and over and over, or whatever it is that you're doing that you want to get better at, repeating the same actions and hoping for something to change could happen. Or you could actually go look at changes and then strive to do them, instead of just hoping that you'll figure them out.